conducting the annual town meeting. The meeting will be conducted by requirements of state law and Robert's Rules of Order. Proposed resolutions must be in writing and copies presented to the town clerk by Tuesday, March 1, 2011, and additional copies made available for distribution to those in attendance at the annual town meeting. Each speaker is allowed a total of 3 minutes to address themselves to the subject of the meeting. Voting will be by voice vote. If their vote is in doubt, voters will hold up their voter's card. You were all given a red card when you came in. And can I ask everybody to turn off their cell phones and pagers? I'll now read the legal notice. Downers Grove Township Annual Town Meeting. Notice is hereby given to the legal voters, residents of the Township of Downers Grove in the County of DuPage in the state of Illinois, that the annual town meeting of said township will take place on Tuesday, April 12, 2011, being the second Tuesday of said month at the hour of 7:30 p.m. at Ashton Place, 340 175th Street, Willowbrook, Illinois, for the transaction of the miscellaneous business of the township. And after a moderator has been elected, will proceed to hear and consider reports and decide on such measures as may, in pursuance of law, come before the meeting in accordance with the following agenda. Call to order, posting of colors, pledge of allegiance, rules for conducting meeting, notice of annual town meeting, roll call of electorate, election of moderator, administration of oath, appointment of parliamentarian, appointment of sergeant at arms, introduction of township officials, reading of financial statement, approval of minutes from April 13, 2010, passage of resolution authorizing specific powers to the town board, passage of funds transfer, passage of resolution setting date and time of 2012 annual meeting, open forum, and adjournment. This was published March 30th in the Downers Grove Reporter. At this time, I'd like to get a motion to waive the reading of the roll call.
I'll make a motion.
John Novak made the motion. And who was the second?
Eric.
Eric?
Eric.
Did you spell that? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, motion is passed. At this time, I'd like to call for nominations of a moderator.
I'd like to nominate Matt Caruso as the moderator for tonight's evening.
Your name?
Greg Bolts.
I'll second that.
Your name?
Scott Shelton.
Are there any other nominations?
I would like to nominate Greg Jose. His last name is spelled H-O-S-E, which is incorrectly spelled in my computer. And I'm doing that. Second that motion, Cole, that's all I need.
Are there any other nominations? Can I get a motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
Oh, I'm sorry, Greg Bolts. Miriam Bolts. All right, at this time, I'd like all those in favor of Matt Caruso as our moderator to please stand. Take a count.
90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Myself is 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Matt Caruso is the moderator. Matt, would you please come up on the stage? You solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of moderator of Downers Township Annual Town Meeting and Monday God.
I hope it has an extra Thank you very much for that vote of confidence. First order of business for the moderator is to appoint a parliamentarian, and for that I appoint Alan Alonji, a well-known excellent attorney and an expert on Robert's Rules of Procedure. Alan, would you please come up? Second order of business for the moderator is to appoint a sergeant at arms. And for that, I usually appoint a strong, forceful man. I appoint Joe Kenny. Is Joe Kenny here? He's the one who's coming. There he is. Thank you. Joe is so strong, he once knocked a man down with one blow. But enough about Joe Kenny's bad breath. The real sergeant at arms is standing here by that pillar. Thank you for being here. So, it's great to see so many people. Years ago, hardly anyone showed up to these meetings. So after a low turnout election, it's great to see so many people here interested in township government. I'm sure that's the only reason you're here. I'd like to start out with a short introduction about Downers Grove Township. It's an old form of government founded in 1636 in Providence, Rhode Island. Going back to the days before we had communications and people would come once a year in their horse and buggy and get together, and government was done as a community. Now, for years, nobody showed up to these meetings, but it's great to see so many people here. The townships, you might not know, are mandated to do the following functions: general assistance, highway and bridge maintenance, and property assessment. And in Downers Grove, the township provides a few additional services beyond those mandates, which include youth and senior services, cemetery maintenance, mosquito abatement, and passport services. Downers Grove Township was settled in 1832 by Pierce Downer, and the villages within the township are Burr Ridge, Clarendon Hills, Darien, Downers Grove, Hinsdale, Westmont, Willowbrook, and parts of Lamont and Woodbridge. I'd like to introduce the elected officials as my next order of business. They're all here except for one tonight. The township has 8 elected officials, and they are the supervisor, the clerk, the assessor, the highway commissioner, and 4 trustees. And the township has a total of 36 employees working, 30 full-time and 6 part-time. The assessor has 12 full-time and 4 part-time. The highway commissioner has 10 full-time, and the supervisor has 8 full-time and 2 part-time employees. I'll start with the supervisor. He acts as the chief executive officer of the township, serving as supervisor of general assistance, and chairs the township board. The supervisor is the treasurer of all township funds, including cemetery funds, and also serves as the ex officio treasurer of the Road and Bridge Fund. I'd like to introduce our supervisor, Frank Bursner. Next is the Highway Commissioner. He has general charge of the 71 miles of unincorporated roads in Downers Grove Township. In addition to upkeep, repairs, and maintenance of the roads and bridges, the Highway Commissioner has an annual brush pickup and an electronics recycling program. The townships maintain 1/2 of all road miles in Illinois. I'd like to introduce to you Lawrence Andy Anderson. Township assessor is one of the most important, at least understood, of all township offices. While the assessor's office does appraise property based on formulas set by the Illinois Department of Revenue, they do not assess taxes. Don't get mad at her. Assessors are required to go through formal training to qualify their position. Our assessor does an excellent job. Her name is Terry Cockrell. I'd like to introduce the township trustees are the legislative arm of the township, setting policy and procedure for township supervisor to administer. They have major roles in auditing the township bills, attending to annual budgeting and levy responsibilities, appointing fire protection district trustees, and many other township functions. I'd like to introduce our township trustees, and they are William Swanson at the far end, Kathleen Abate, Robert Del Sarto, finally the township clerk. She's the keeper of the township records, the clerk of all town meetings, and the ex officio clerk for the highway commissioner. The clerk keeps minutes of all township and board meetings. Please welcome Diane Konachek. While you're standing, I'd like to ask the clerk to read the financial statement, which is one of the few requirements of this